welcome to the NYXUS podcast tonight, co-hosted by Sarah, Haunted Photography. Of course, my lovely co-host, Lilith Ryzen in the house. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Anybody that follows my page knows that we have just seen them live not too long ago. Incredible show. The energy is amazing. You guys are. I enjoyed every minute of it. It's a nice refresher in what I'm usually hearing at every metal show that we go to. It was nice to hear more of a classical approach to metal. So fucking awesome.
That's good.
Guys, introduce yourself for the people that would not have known you from last year's episode.
I'll go first. I'm Taryn. I'm the lead singer of Lilith Rising, and yeah, that's it.
Go ahead, newbies.
Newbies. I guess I'll go ahead. Russ, bass player. I'm the newest member of the band. Hello.
I'm Jason. I'm the guitarist.
Alan, I'm the stick swinging Neanderthal.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, welcome back, Taryn and Alan. Welcome, Russ and Jason. For the people that were not there last time, Lilith Rising, what's the inspiration behind the name?
That's a little bit of like everybody's story, but I would say it goes back to, I actually wrote Dear Lilith before we became Lilith Rising. So it was a little bit of an obsession type of thing. It's all about, for me personally, it's about like coming into your own power. It's about feminine energy, but it's about basically power, more or less. And when we wanted to change the name from the previous project over to this one, Alan and I are the founding members of Lilith Rising. We wanted to change the sounds and wanted to change the name and everything. And the members at the time, we all changed it to Lilith Rising. I like to talk about the fact that we went through a bunch of Latin names first, and that Alan had a name that said, basically, I love bacon was the translation of Latin. But I thought it was like a little bit pompous to have like a Latin name, but either way, nothing that funny was going to happen. So I always make them be a little bit more serious than they want to be. But for me personally, that's where it came from. And the members at the time, which Jason and Russ weren't a part of this decision, but Alan and our previous guitarist and everybody decided that that was going to be the best name for it. And now we're going to be trademarked as that. So that'll be fun.
Very nice. That's a big step. It's a big step. It's something very important, especially when you're building a business. I mean, a band called Sepsis, I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, always said building a band is like building a business. Yeah,
a little bit. But if you ever have to trademark something, you'll realize that you get a bunch of spam messages from lawyers. So that's something to look forward to if you ever trademark your band name, because that's what I'm getting right now.
That's always fun. Sarah,
Alan, do you have anything to... Sorry.
Oh, yes. No, we can let go with Alan.
Do you have anything to add to the beginning? Because sometimes I leave stuff out.
I just hated the original name.
We
could call ourselves Hamburger and I'd have been happy. Hated that damn name.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing when we go for a band change next, we're going to name ourselves Hamburger. Is that what I'm getting
at? But it'll be in Latin.
Exactly.
What would that be? Huh.
It'd be funny if you did the bacon thing and had it translated through Pig Latin.
That would have been funny. Yeah.
It could be hamburger, hey?
Cheese.
Right. I mean, how many did I send? I sent you what? Probably 10 different Latin things, and all of them were bacon related.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
You gotta translate them and you'll understand.
I wish I had saved them all, but I think I lost the screenshot. through changing of phones and stuff. But if I ever find them again, then they'll end up in the Patreon, definitely.
That's really
I
funny.
just got bored and just kept looking up bacon
Good.
in Latin.
Good moment to speak, to talk about that Patreon of yours. Go ahead. What
Oh
can
yeah,
we
yeah.
get?
If you
What
like anything
do
that
we
you
do?
hear today, you can join our Patreon, because we're slow moving at first, but that's the best way to support us as a band. There's one way to support us, and then buying our merch, and then coming to our shows. The last way is to listen to the music, but monetarily that doesn't do crap. So if you want us to come to your cities, then Patreon's the best way to start that like grassroots portion of it.
I wish we could get bands up where we live, because we live in the middle of nowhere and I have to go 2 to 5 hours for a show. When I travel to photograph shows, it's always way out of here because there's nothing around here, and what little we have, it's country or gospel.
Oh, I'm
It's one
sorry.
of them towns. Yeah, me too.
So exactly what location are we talking?
Yeah, exactly.
Buchanan County, Virginia.
Oh, well, we are coming to
Little.
Virginia this year, but I don't
We're in Virginia
know.
this year.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how close we're getting to your county.
Yeah, like I said, I travel.
Okay, we're
I
going.
travel for shows.
What was that?
I travel for all the shows. Like I said, all the way out of here. I've
Oh,
traveled up to 6 hours for a show before.
yeah,
That's
I think the
right.
first time we're hitting Virginia is at the end of this year, right? So like towards September, or are we doing that before then?
It's September, Friday the 13th of September. We'll be in Virginia. And then Saturday the 14th, we're going to be in York, Pennsylvania.
Wow. Yeah, I'll try to make it Friday the 13th show.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll be with Eden on Fire and Illusions of Grandeur.
Oh, I love Illusions.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Well, I love them too, but I haven't been able to see them live since I don't think I've seen them live. No, I just feel like I dreamed it and it never actually happened in real life. But now I get to play with them, so that's really cool.
I was supposed to photograph them for a show, but they had something happen and they dropped out of the show that I was going to be shooting. And I've just loved their music from afar. But they look like they put a really good show.
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask y'all about the song Dear Lilith. Like, that's my favorite one you all have. Do you want to go into, like, the lore of that song? I mean, I kind of get it, but other people might not.
Yeah, so Dear Lilith is one of those songs. I wrote the lyrics for it, and I came up with a little melody, and it came to me in my sleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up and I immediately was like writing, and I remember singing it into my phone. So I basically sung like the whole song into my phone. But that was probably a really weird like transition period for me, because I was in the band with Alan at the time, but we were in the previous project, and I didn't quite feel like I was in where I was supposed to be with that. I was kind of transitioning into, being more open with my like witchcraft and, my spirituality in that form. And Lilith was one of the goddesses that I researched, and it was all about this like dark feminine and the lore and like mythology behind it. So before I started researching, this is way before this, I was only aware of the story of like Adam and Eve, and Lilith was the first woman, and she was always betrayed in this like bad light, like she was the center and so on and so forth. But if you research more into it, Lilith comes before the Bible. She's like I can never say like the first, it starts with an S, but I always feel like I'm saying it wrong. She is ancient, like she's this ancient goddess. And in my experience, she is the one that like tells you that you're a badass and you can do anything. And the idea was basically this like torn between kind of thing, because I opened it up, was Dear Lilith, were you too much for him? Speaking of Adam.
Mhm.
So I speak of that lore, but there's also a point where I say, are you dark or light? And it's really just kind of my own idea of interpreting, the the Lilith, type of lore.
Mhm.
And I always think that like it came to me in my sleep because I needed to hear that message because I was coming out of toxic situations. I was being told basically, come into your power, be better, take no bullshit. And that's really where that song kind of lies for me personally.
Mhm.
It's way deeper than the actual lyrics are.
Oh, yeah.
But it's definitely exploring that lore. Like no one can put out your fire,
Mhm.
no matter how much you tap it down. Like that was my thing. It's like of all the bullshit that I've ever had to overcome for my entire life, that was definitely the biggest message that I was hearing is that don't let it get you down. And that's the essence of the song for me.
I love it, and I could feel like it was a transition, like not in the transition the way you had it, but it felt like it was bringing whoever out of something darker and into the light.
Yes. I think when I first started promoting it, I was promoting it as it's both of a song to myself and to Lilith, but it's also to anyone else that has been going through something and doesn't know how to like get out of it, or you're just coming into your power. It's just basically just keep pushing forward.
Mhm.
Again, it's deeper than the actual lyrics for me, and it's really whatever you want it to be in general, because you're the listener. But for me, that's where it comes from personally. And it also was a labor of like 3 years before we got it done. I didn't think it's ever going to get done. So,
Well, it's a beautiful
Sometimes
song.
it's worth waiting sometimes, you want it to be perfect. You don't want to just,
Throw it out there.
release it. Yeah, exactly. And not be proud of it and not be like, where you want it to be.
yeah.
I think I listened to it 5 or 6 times today because I will spend the day of a podcast listening to the band, and that one was the one that I really loved, and it hit home.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
Alan will attest to the fact that we had a previous guitarist
Mhm.
before Jason, before Thomas, where he was ripping the song apart, and it wasn't coming together the way that I wanted it to be. And like I was fine with the demo version that we had of it. And then when Thomas came in, he's like, "Are you happy with this the way it is?" I'm like, "No." And then that guitarist, Thomas joined as a bassist, and then when that guitarist left, Thomas took over as guitar, and then that's when Jason joined us. After that, wait, actually, it was a little bit before after that. So you came in out after Dear Lilith was out for a bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, he got it like completed. He added all like the symphonic stuff behind it. He made sure the piano sounded great. And now Jason's going back in and perfecting the piano a little bit more for our live shows because we eventually want to have it back to the click track and have all that stuff in the background again. Because as it stands right now, we're playing it without the click track because the piano's too loud. It overtakes the whole song right now in the mix. So we got to figure out how to get that to work. But what was great about having Thomas come in is he came in and he finished a song that had been stagnating for 3 years. So I do love that. And if he ever sees anything about like my post or whatever, and he just knows that I appreciate that so much, that and he got Wrath. He had finally figured out what Wrath was supposed to sound like. And then Jason brought it the rest of the way home. So that was really great about having 2 different guitarists working on both basses, working on a project at different points. They figured out what the song was supposed to sound like. There's things that have been added when Jason came in. It gave me time to like add screams and stuff. So it's really great to work with people that understand your vision and get us there. So.
Well, that's amazing.
This is actually a band that's full of bassists.
Yeah, except me.
Give me a month, I can teach you.
I used to play bass, and it felt like it was It wasn't the easiest thing I ever learned, but it was like right in the middle. It was right beside piano, but it was not the thing for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried drums, and there's no coordination in my body for drums.
I feel that.
No, he does those flippy with the drumsticks and everything, guys. He's don't let him fool you. He's pretty fucking awesome.
He started doing those flips after I sent a video of another drummer. I was like, "Can you do that?" And then he did it, and he actually did it in Dear Lilith. And I think that was the first time I saw you do that. Like during. Maybe I'd never paid attention, but that was the first time I saw you do that little roll with your fingers with that. So
Now I do it unconsciously.
Yeah.
People tell me, "Man, you're constantly twirling sticks." I'm like, "No, I'm not." "Yes, you are." Oh, okay.
I like it. It adds flair.
Yep. It's your style. It's your thing. There's no shame in that. I like it. I think it was fun. I have it on pictures, which I'm working on editing you guys' pictures. I don't know why it was so dark that night in the Rooster. A lot of my pictures are like very underexposed, so it's a lot of work. But I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there.
I wonder if you got the
you're
one with
great.
the audience participation where I'm flipping everybody off. That's what I really want.
If I didn't, maybe other Michael did. I don't know. I'll look through it. I don't think. I think I was by the side of the stage at that point. I don't.
Yeah,
think
I
was in
don't.
front anymore.
I remember you in the front because I was looking directly at you during that song. So I'm pretty sure I flipped you off.
I mean,
But maybe it was someone else. But I'm pretty sure it was you.
I hope you did, because that would be another memorable moment for me. I got called a dick. And I'm gonna ask. I'm asking this question right now, because I love this question. There's an evil curse that's placed on you guys. For the rest of your life, you can only listen to one song. What song is it?
Unchained by Van Halen.
Oh, damn, that was fast. See?
That was quick.
At least it's not Panama.
I can play it. Can you?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask some South American dictators about that one.
If you say you can play it, we're going to add it to the set list.
Oh no!
Oh God.
I think Poet and the Pendulum by Nightwish. I think that's got enough like changes in it where I could probably listen to that forever.
On that same note,
It's a
Shogun by
lot.
Trivium, since it's like 12 minutes long, so
Yeah.
it's got a bunch of parts in it. So
Hmm.
But you, Jason?
Judith, A Perfect Circle.
Okay.
All right. Jill said I Spotify stalk Lilith Rising all the time. They're at dinner time regular.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
What's his favorite song? Or their favorite song? Not sure who they are.
Gio, what's your favorite song? So let's see, another weird question. There is a zombie apocalypse. Who's the first one to go down in Lilith Rising?
Probably me, because
Jason.
I'm running headlong into it.
I don't know. You got the whole asthma thing working for you, so I was told through all the zombie movies that that one with asthma goes down first.
Jason would throw somebody else in front of him, and
Yeah, maybe.
Trip
That's
them.
what
Just
I
remember,
Someone else says
I don't
trip
have to
them.
outrun everybody. I just have to outrun the person in front of me.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. I will trip somebody. I'm sorry, guys. I'm staying alive. The fight or flight instinct in me will make me trip
Nice.
somebody. Future and Void of Us.
Oh,
Sweet.
cool.
Gio, that's two of the songs that I had listed that I loved.
He's known to loop
Void of
them on
Us
occasion.
was when it was released when Jason joined, because he was the one that finished it off. And then when he first joined, he actually gave us the like remix version of it. And everybody was like, well, should we do that one instead? I'm like, no, we need a ballad. I'm sorry. I know everybody likes their fast metal songs, but we need a ballad. There's heartbreak in this song, so we need to do it.
Ah,
Jane said
Hey,
his
Jane.
asthmatic ass outruns me on a mountainside. He'll be okay.
no, trust me.
I was thinking that it just depends on what day they get me. Like, is it a like a PMS day, or am I like good to go? I might
Some days you just
volunteer.
can't be bothered. It's there they come. It's okay, guys. You guys go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's like I've
Go ahead
lived
and
long
take me.
enough.
You can walk slowly. I'm not moving. It's fine.
Power
Yeah.
walking.
Exactly. Don't get winded. Take your time.
We're working on a zombie song right now, which hopefully Russ is going to show me like the instrumentation for it soon because I'm getting anxious. But it's actually about a
Close.
zombie.
Close.
What? Yeah, it's actually about it. I made up like a zombie girlfriend basically, and I was like, I don't know if she's hot, you know. Like, maybe I'll volunteer. I'll go with her. We can all
Yeah.
terrorize the village together.
Why not? Why not? Before we go into one of your songs, let's talk merch. So, we picked this up at the last show. Look at this
Yeah.
one, guys.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Is this
Yes.
available online too?
Yes, it is. We
Very-
actually just overhauled it a little bit, so the colors. I think you have You have the newer one too. The colors are a little bit darker, and her wings are a little bit better in this version. So that's available. We have some new merch that's going to go out to the Patreon people first, and then it's going to go to Discord, and then which join our Discord. Everybody can join our Discord now, and then it'll go out to everybody. So we'll have some pants. I tried the pants and actually think they're really great. We need to find another like pajama set. There's like pajama pants, but we need to find them in all black because putting black over the white doesn't work. Unless you like a faded look, which maybe
Yeah.
that'll work. We have new hats. We have brimmed hats that we've tested out. And then we're going to have tumblers and little wine tumblers as well that are going to come out too.
Very cool. So, a lot of new merch to look out for.
Yes. It might not be there in person at shows, but we definitely have it online.
And where can people find it?
They can find it on our website. There's a little connection. It actually goes to Ko-fi, and it's like kofi.com/Lilith Rising official. But it is in our link in our bio, so you can find it there. It's not hard to find. Hopefully it's not hard to find.
No, it's pretty easy. Just go in, type Lilith Rising, and you guys pop up. There's not a million Lilith Rising out there.
Yeah. I think there's like maybe a book that's at the top for Google.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, guys, it's time. It's time for us to listen to some music. I picked Done With You first before Wrath. We'll listen to Wrath in a few.
Okay.
So we'll listen, come back and talk about the song a little bit.
All right. Never
I love that giggle at the end. It's just,
Mhm.
you know, it works perfectly.
It's cute.
It works perfectly.
Never been. I like
Sarah,
it
you
when
got anything for them?
what was
Oh,
that?
I was gonna let her
Go
finish
ahead.
saying what she was saying.
I think I've heard that a couple different times that I was politely telling people to fuck off. Is like it sounds so sweet and pretty, and I'm like, yeah. But when you come to the shows, at the end of it, that scream that you hear in the background, which I put more into songs as you go forward, it I do that instead of that last "I'm fucking done." I'll do the scream. So that's fun to do. Yeah. I think I just randomly did it when I was really frustrated with the what's now no longer the fifth member of the band. I was very frustrated during practice, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do the scream instead.
Yeah, notice there's 4 of us here and there was 5 in the video.
Yeah.
Here's not learning your parts.
Yeah. Yeah, when people are like, well, you should have like another guitarist. And I'm like, we tried that.
Why are you in your head, Jason?
Yeah, definitely send that to your ex. That's a good one to send to your ex. This is the one I wrote right after Void of Us. It's like I was lamenting heartbreak, blah blah blah, and then this one was like, you know what? I'm over this shit. Fuck you. Like, it's just, it's the breakup song. The actual like breakup. You know how you break up and then there's like space in between, and you're like, yeah, I should stop thinking about this person. So that was basically what it was.
It was really good. You could feel like that was something you was mad with somebody. I wasn't sure if it was an ex or what, but I mean, Gio said he's never been told to fuck off so politely. I've never been sung to while being told to fuck off, so it was a first.
Well, now you have.
Yeah, it's
Not
so
you
good.
specifically, but now you have.
Yeah. Your voice, well, the whole band's sound reminds me of Nightwish. I noticed you mentioned them earlier. Do you draw a lot of inspiration, like vocally and like musically from them?
Well, I grew up on Nightwish. And then yeah, Alan also loves Nightwish too, which I'll let him talk. But I grew up on Nightwish. I think it was I categorize it as like my first love. So I was like 15 when I found Nightwish, and I was also doing operatic vocal lessons at the time. So yes, I do draw inspiration from that. I wouldn't say if anybody says, "Oh, do you know a band that sounds like Nightwish?" I'll be like, not us, not really. Because
no, it's like it has that essence.
yeah, like but yes, there's inspiration that's drawn Nightwish. I grew up on Evanescence. I grew up on symphonic metal, which Evanescence is more gothic metal, and then there's symphonic metal. And I grew up on new metal and all those other things. And I kind of want to, and Jason will attest to this too, I kind of want to draw from a lot of different things rather than just one category. But if he shows me a song like Future, I was like, you need to add some symphony to it because we still want to keep in the vein. But yeah, what the idea is just to do things that we love, really, when we just think sound cool. But definitely did grow up on the Nightwish, Tarja, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Nemo was my first Nightwish song when I was, I think, 14.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that.
She Is My Sin is the first one I heard, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's the no, it might have been She Is My Sin. I can't remember. It starts off with Princess of Lust, but I don't think it's She Is My Son. I have to remember it. I can never remember what song it is. I have an essence. It's right.
Geo with the
Geo.
puns.
And Jason and Russ have been great about what they do as far as when the songs are presented, whether it's vocally or musically. Then they will take and add all those other layers to them to make them what they are with each song.
Yeah, I was going to ask what your writing process was like if who did what first, or if you sat and did it separately, or you do it together.
Jason?
Well, it depends. There's been instances where I've come with a partially formed song, and and Taryn adds lyrics, but more often than not, Taryn gives us lyrics, and we get to figure it out.
I'm one of those really annoying vocalists that doesn't actually, I haven't mastered an instrument. I know how to play the piano, just like very little. But I have a lot of melodies in my head. But he came with the future. So I did not start that song at all. That was totally him at first. And then I think Thomas added on to a little bit. And then I came in behind it and added my part. Russ is actually coming up with a song, which I really love. It's really fast in the beginning. I think we're just trying to figure out the transitions, and then I can start doing my part on top of that. But yes, Dear Lilith, Wrath, Done With You, all were vocal melodies first. The one that we are coming out with next, whenever that's done, that was a vocal melody first. And so is the zombie one I was talking about. So yeah, it's I know it's a pain in the ass, but I usually have like a beat behind it.
And sometimes you do get chords or basic chords or some structure, so it's not all guesswork.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's fun because it's kind of like musical Tetris. Let's see what we can come up with.
Yeah,
you can kind of get an idea of what scale or what kind of scale she's singing in, and then kind of just take it from there and see where the music's at. So I agree with Jason. Lots of fun.
I'd say so.
As long as you guys are having fun, you don't think it's annoying. I personally, if I was in your shoes, I'd probably be annoyed, but because it's me on the other end, then I'm good.
We actually just sit there and we figure it out. I mean, I agree with them. It's a lot of fun. We experiment with different sounds and different things that each of us want to do, and we figure out where they fit into that. So, I mean, we get to have fun with our parts, so it's great.
Yeah.
I was in a cover band in high school, so I never got to sit and figure that part out where you go in and you layer all the different things with different people, because when, I was in the band, everything just came as was.
Yeah.
And you had
took
nothing
a couple covers and changed them.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We took a couple of covers and changed them up a little bit. And one of them, I guess I can go ahead and say the name. I mean, if you've been to our show, we do our own version of Separate Ways.
No. I actually have blanked out.
That one's a little different. And then we've started doing Love Song by The Cure. And
love that song.
As far as covers go, I really enjoy that one because I get to have a lot of fun back there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the drums on that are very, very good. That sounded so articulated. But no, I love the drums on that. I did play drums for a while. Mel can tell you, it's been a rough day for me.
Yes. Sarah's booking on days that don't even exist. We're booking interviews on days that don't exist. I'm booking them correctly. Making me go, what the hell's wrong with her? We just said that yesterday.
I'm booking them correctly, and then I am relaying it wrong to Mel. Like, I'm getting them right with the bands.
July 27th. It's brew stuff.
Oh my god.
We can't. No. She's like, no, I meant the 26th or the 21st, and I'm like, that's a Sunday. What's going on, Sarah? And she was like, nah, June. I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to bed. Bye. And
I'm going to bed.
Went to reset before we had the interview. Yeah. Speaking of festivals, before we go in and watch Wrath, Alan, we have something we're working on.
Yes, we do.
May 4th, we have the Vet Fest. So, the NYXUS podcast also has 2 tickets for the Vet Fest to give away. So we'll be releasing that information really soon. And hopefully you guys come and participate and come and support the cause.
Absolutely. It's great. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be at the Rooster. 14 bands, 2 stages. Fortunate enough to have both Sick Man, the Alice in Chains tribute, and Peace Sells, the Carolinas' premier Megadeth tribute, headlining this, with proceeds to benefit Positive Action, an organization that breeds, raises, and trains service dogs for veterans at no cost to them. Each band has at least one performing veteran in it. Ours is our bassist, Russ. Thank you for what you did, my man. And, that's what got us in on it.
And so many other bands didn't get on the bill this year and wanted to be there and are still messaging to know if we have availability. It's crazy. It's amazing.
It is, and we want it to be. We're going to come full force, as we always do at every show we come to and we perform, and to do our part to make it a success.
I can't wait to see that. I'll be there for sure all day long, helping out and doing whatever I can to help the bands get settled and stuff. I mean, it's going to be a crazy day, but I can't wait.
Looking forward to it. I get to do that and get to play music with my members of my band, our band. Sorry. That's an inside joke. And that previous member hated it when somebody.
It's my band.
My band. It's not my band. It's our band.
My band.
Over it.
Storm says 3 vets. Maybe we could get Storms within next year for the Vet Fest.
Yeah, that'd be cool. They need to come down here in general. We've already been up there. We're going back up there again. They just need to come down this way.
I'm pretty sure if we give them a few days, or if we, there's a lot of bands that want to come down here.
Yeah.
We do have an idea. I'm going to throw this out there, and I'll probably get fired after this podcast. But we are working on something for the Queen of the North and the Queen of the South to work on together. A little collaboration.
Oh, yeah. We haven't quite started working on it, but we have an idea at least. So
that's gonna be.
I feel like my whole top is crooked, so I keep fidgeting with it.
It is
Sorry,
it is an awesome cause. An awesome cause. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
If y'all do it next year, holler at me. I've got some bands I can send your way. We've got DJ from Valor Morgullis, and then Alan from William Aiken, sorry, from Waking the Sleeper.
There's a lot of
more
them.
Bands.
I think
We're
maybe
this first one goes well, and then we can just expand it from here.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Let's make this year successful, guys. The tickets are on sale. I'll post a link later on my Facebook page. You can also follow Carolina Promotions on Facebook, and just make sure.
I wish I could have made it down for it.
She's going to sleep token. She's a sellout. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
I would love to
go to sleep.
It was before I knew.
Token.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Your excuse this time. Just this time, girl. Though. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding, guys. Well, let's get right into your other song, guys. Wrath, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it, and I'll let Sarah keep picking at you guys and finding out some awesome stuff about y'all.
This is my favorite one to play live.
Same.
It's fun, yeah.
A lot of fun. Fun, fun, fun.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes. I love that
I love
video.
that one. Yeah. Who's
That was my favorite video.
who were the girls with you? Some friends of yours?
One of them was one I went to high school with, and the other one, the other one is actually a friend of hers, and she was like, "Hey, I got this like model friend that she'd be perfect." And then the guy in it is Matt from what's the band called now? Shadows Prevail.
Shadows Prevail.
Yeah. I needed a guy that kind of looked like my ex to sing to. So that's kind of like, it looked like my ex and like, looks like he might have like burned witches in his past life. It's kind of what it looks like.
All right. I love where this is going. Yep. And that's most of you guys' favorite favorite song to play live, yeah?
For me,
Yeah.
it is. I mean,
I like playing all of them, but
I think it's universal for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for my part, it's, you know, I enjoy all of them because we just have, the four of us have such a camaraderie on stage with what we're doing, and it's so much fun. And that song there, it's just the flow of it and everything for me is great.
Yeah. One of the little known facts about that song is that we changed two things actually. Done With You and Wrath were recorded on the same day. But Jason came in and changed the like part that goes from chorus 1 into verse 2, because there was a lot of like experimental drums that were happening during it, and it wasn't quite working for the song. So instead, he pulled everything back, and it just became bass. I'm not sure exactly how you got to that point. I think you were working on the remixes.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
The truth of it is, it was let's change it, or we're going to lose a drummer because he's going to be in prison for murder.
Yeah.
Literally, I mean, that song there, and I mean, I've never experienced this in my life. I'm working it. I go to lay down the drum tracks at the CMJ studio, a friend of mine, Chris Jobs, here in Gastonia. We're there for 8 hours on this song.
No, it wasn't this song. That was Dear Lilith.
No, it was
106. This is not the same one, because Dear Lilith was the one you were in there for 8 hours.
Yeah. Totally different story then. Whoops.
Well, I mean, I think you did Wrath at the same time, but it just wasn't coming together. Like it was hard to like clean up that, like, because it was written by a guitarist. It wasn't written by a drummer. So that experimental drum part was mainly being done by a machine at first. And then Alan was like, I don't know if I can do this.
He said, fight.
Yeah, and it was messy anyways. Like, even without like it being a computer versus a drummer, I'm not sure most drummers could get past that point of like, it's messy, right? Like,
Yeah.
you felt like that way too, Jason, too, right? It felt messy in that part.
We just simplified it to make it easier.
Yeah.
And it worked. And it was one of those times where it was like, okay, we were overcomplicating the issue. Let's just make it flow. So
yeah. Because the idea was to have this like tribal type of beat happen during it, and it wasn't happening.
Sometimes less is more, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Less is more, and then we got a chance for our new bassist to shine through. So
very nice. I don't want to cut you guys off, but I want to give a shout out to Sarah before she has to go. She has to leave to bring her son somewhere. Sarah, thank you for being here.
I'll be right back. He's Papa.
Oh, he's right. All right.
I'll be right back. I've just got to dart out for just a minute.
I thought you had to
go. Right beside of us.
No problem.
Those that don't know the
he
story,
wanted to come in, say hi, and now he's going to go back to his papa.
those that don't know the story of our bassist, Russ was really thrown into the fire right out of the gate.
Talk about trial by fire for auditions, yeah.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it in the internal thread. I think I had known everybody here for like 3 weeks before those videos were shot.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I was still in the getting to know you kind of phase.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the group chat that I'm not in?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in. No, it's the main band chat.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's a group chat that I'm not in because I think it's just mainly like memes and stuff. I was like, I don't think I'd be added to any more group chat.
That's enough group chat, guys.
But yeah, I mean, we threw you right into the fire with a show. What?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, can you do this in 3 days? I know you only did one audition. I mean,
best thing to do. Test them out.
What we did.
Yeah, test them out right now. Go do it.
Yeah. So we had it was Steve at the time was like filling in, but he wasn't really like in anymore. Our previous bassist, and we had a show. It came up last minute, right? We were added back to it because we left. We decided we were not going to do the show because we had a change in members. Yeah. And then chat with no Erica as well. Okay. I'm not the only one left out. I chose not to be in the meme chat. I just feel like there's too much stuff on my phone right now. Maybe I'll join it later, but I can't do it. What?
Maybe Taryn and Erica just need to start their own.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that, Erica. You and I can just have a group chat. Well, it's not really a group at that point. It's a one-on-one.
Add me. There you go. We'll be a group.
Okay, then we're a group.
There we go.
Then we can just bitch about the guys in our lives.
I don't have many of those, but
yeah, whoever. Just I say guy in general.
Well, I mean, Carolina promotion is all guys, pretty much.
I spent a bit of time in Jersey, so you guys, it's just basically guys. Anybody in general. What was I saying? I forgot. But anyways, I called up Russ because we were added to the show last minute, and I was like, "Hey, can you do this show? I know you just auditioned." And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And then that night after the show in the parking lot of the Rooster, we were like, "So you should just join because that was great." You're in. Yeah. Carry this kid. Yeah, exactly.
No, Gio, don't touch my kit. I'll take care of it. Thank you very much.
We have helped with the kit. I picked up a couple things at the last show, and I said, I just want everybody to watch me carry this down the stairs. Or the ramp, that is. I was like, just so you know, I do carry things, just not often.
I'm going to use that as a segue right there because we don't do it enough, but we need to give a huge thank you to people you don't see that support. That's part of our support team, which is Jane Ray and Aaron. With everything they do behind the scenes for us and so forth. I mean, it lets us do what we do and have a little less pressure and stuff on us.
Yeah.
And so thank you to Jane Ray and to Aaron for what you do for us.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Jane makes us look good and does a lot of other stuff that you don't see behind the scenes. And then Aaron also makes us look good because all the music videos that you've seen are his doing. And we would have the future done if we just got more shots of everything, maybe, but it just didn't work out. The storyline's not working out. So it's still a work in progress. And I think at this point, it's just going to be a lot of him putting it into the computer to try and render it out to look cool and different and not the same as everybody else's music videos.
That's okay. We have a lot of cool videos to watch while we're waiting. So you guys head to their YouTube. Make sure you give them a follow. Where's the best place to follow you guys on social media? We're oversaturated with so many fucking places to follow bands. If we want to catch all the updates, where's the place to follow?
I think the people that get to see the most at first is going to probably be TikTok and then YouTube. TikTok, I post a lot of things first anyways. I do what I consider to be test content. I'm not sure if it's going to do well or whatever. And then it gets posted over to like Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to fight with Facebook because the algorithm sucks. So everything is getting like buried underneath everybody else's shit. So I don't think you're going to catch the most stuff on Facebook, but there's a way for you to favorite things on TikTok and on Instagram. So you can always do those things. And if you want to be the first to know about stuff, then you join the Patreon and the Discord, because then you'll hear about everything before everybody else does.
For Patreon, we're looking for Lilith Rising.
Lilith Rising, I believe it's just Lilith Rising or Lilith Rising Official. Somebody correct me on that.
Will you
I got a
show
link
me there,
somewhere.
Alan?
What's
I
that?
think Jason's looking it up.
I don't know.
I'm wearing my Reign of Z shirt tonight.
Yeah, Alan was showing me a shirt there.
Get to play another show with these guys.
Gio said that brings up a good question. For TikTokers out there, what is the thinking with the current legislation buzzing around?
I mean, I like TikTok, and honestly, it's not like the Chinese can have any more of my stuff because they already have most of my stuff anyway. So I think it's really just a way to distract us from real problems, honestly. So there's so many other bigger issues that could be being addressed besides TikTok. I know they think it's about security, but I highly
to be honest, close
doubt.
TikTok, another one's gonna open. So it's just like you said, distraction. Reign of Z is awesome of people.
Yeah, we're playing with Reign of Z again on May 20th at the Milestone.
Ooh, love the Milestone. I know you guys have a lot of venues around, so a lot of venues. Yeah, I have a lot in my brain. Sorry, a lot of shows coming up. So go ahead and plug those shows in.
What were you saying, Alan? I was kind of talking, but we were interrupting each other.
No, I just said it's all a shell game. Look over here while we do this.
It's
all a shell game.
Yeah,
dog and pony.
as far as upcoming dates, we have April 3rd coming up. We're going to be at the Milestone with Heathen Sun and several other great bands. April 26th, we're going to be at 27 Club in Asheville with Post Chaos, Low, and can't think of the other one right now.
Wesley Lies from
Here Lies West. May 4th is Vet Fest. We'll be performing at that one. May the 11th, we're going to be at the Skylark with Powerhouse Annabelle Lee, Collective Insanity, and help me here, Taryn. I have a small brain.
Mona Lisa?
Mona Lisa, yes, thank you. Our friends out of South Carolina. That was May the 11th. June, we get to do a 4-date multi-town run with one of our new favorites we like to listen to, Scarlet 13 out of Atlanta. We're doing June 6th at the Milestone, which is a Thursday night in Charlotte. June 7th, we'll be at LA Tap Room in Lancaster, South Carolina. June 8th, we'll be at 27 Club in Asheville. and June 9th, we'll be at the Ruby Deluxe in Raleigh.
Yeah, so we're going to some places we haven't been yet.
Yes, and some going back to some places that we have been.
Yeah.
The July, I think most of July we're off, if I'm correct, because of different things. August, I'm drawing a blank on. September, I know we're the 13th. We're in Virginia. The 14th, we're in Pennsylvania.
He draws a blank at what, July, he said?
August.
August. I draw a blank at in 2 weeks who's on the podcast. So, I mean, Alan, you got me beat, sir. You are incredible.
October, we're going back to Pennsylvania again for the Female Fest that Storms Within hosts. We were unable to make it back up last year due to sickness, but we're coming back this time, and we're going to show you what North Carolina female fronted metal is all about.
And we're hoping to do some shows like around that point too, right? Yeah, maybe we can get people to do shows around Pennsylvania, Ohio, that kind of thing, and then work our way back down.
We definitely want to expand our reach. We want to expand our sound. Again, we've asked before, where do you want us to come to? Work with us. Let's see what we can do. Give us some bands to work with. Let's trade shows. Come on. We're not afraid to travel.
Yeah. We got a band that we're trading shows with in Tennessee, Gentry Blue. If you haven't heard of them, go check them out. I don't know where that's at right now, Alan. I just let Alan do his thing.
Working on it.
Gio says
Wisconsin's far.
Wisconsin. You gonna add some bacon to that cheese in Wisconsin, my man?
Yeah.
Gio,
well, one good thing is I really would love to. I think it's in Wisconsin, right? Rockfest. It's in Wisconsin. Is that what it is?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I want to start getting us more down.
Good night, Mark. Mark from the Hathaway House of Horror, my co-host in the Fear podcast.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Mark, for being a part of it.
Yeah.
I want to get us more south, southwest, southeast. I would love to get down into Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and then move us out west. I mean, Tennessee, out those ways. I want to get us as far as I can get us to expand our sound.
Yeah.
And of course, then,
and
I got a passport. I'm ready to go to Europe, y'all. Let's go.
I have to renew my passport, but the Savage Ladies of Metal, the person that runs that, I think I always forget the name. I think it's like Fran or something like that.
Fran, yes.
She wants us to go out to Chicago, and I would love to play with Elenia. So I have a huge crush on the band as a whole, but basically the lead singer. It's just it's not a woman crush. It's just a crush. I admire her a lot from far away. So,
let's go to Chicago.
Yeah, I would definitely want to go to Chicago. And I got friends out there. I used to live out there. So, I would love to.
They got great pizza and great hot dogs.
Yeah.
Fran is a great person. She co-hosts often with my buddy Robert Rosenthal, that Sarah just co-hosted with. This circle is getting crazy. People.
Everybody just is on everybody else's show.
It's beautiful to see. I love it. I don't see any competition with any other podcasters. I only see collaboration options. Robert brings me on the show very often. I bring Sarah. I invited other co-hosts. We shouldn't compete. I mean, we're all doing it. We should be all doing it for the reason to get bands. You know what I mean? Out there. We shouldn't be competed.
Exactly. I mean, that's the whole point. There's room for all of us.
Absolutely. Her shows are always killer. Absolutely.
One thing that I've always said is, I know with every area, but I know our area very well. There's just so many talented bands there, and get out to a show, go to one of these shows and see. I guarantee you're going to find a band you like, and you're still going to save money because it's a lot cheaper to pay $10 or $15 to get into the door and see multiple bands.
Yeah.
As opposed to $200 for one band. And we all started out on this level. So
absolutely. I love those shows. $20 for the night. I mean, shout out to the Rooster. It is our spot that we usually go to. We're taking a quiet weekend this weekend, so, and next weekend. It's just we just need to recharge the wallet and the battery. I mean, there's a lot of shows, a lot of merch, a lot of memories, and a lot of new music and new connection, new friendships. I mean, name it. Guys, we're pretty much at the end of the episode. Sarah, do you have one last question for our guests?
You're on mute.
You're on mute. Nope.
My
Hey,
boy
Tiff.
Your
Jill.
homies.
What's up, my man?
There.
Aha. Okay, I had my mic on mute because my son came in here and was saying bad words, and I'm like, shut up. Okay, who would be like your dream collab to work with? Music-wise, it doesn't have to be like anybody just for one person, like vocally, music, bass, guitar, drums. Like if you could collaborate with one person, each one of you, who would it be?
One of them go
Harris.
first.
Who'd you say, Alan?
Anybody. It's a free-for-all.
Steve Harris, the bassist from Iron Maiden.
You know what? I'm also going to go with Steve Harris because why not?
How about you, Jason?
That's a long list. I mean, where do I start? All of Tool would be one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Billy Corgan.
You can shorten the list and take me off of it.
I'm already playing with you. I don't have to put on the list. But that's a good start, so I'll just leave it there.
All right. How about you, Taryn?
Flora Jansen definitely would be a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And what's her name? I just forgot her name. Ad Infinitum. However you said that name, the lead singer of that one. I think her name is like Megan or something like that. I forget people's names like all the time.
Same.
Charlotte, that used to be of Delane. That would be really cool. And then Blackbriar. In general, it'd be cool just to be on that. Collaborate with the entire band, because that's one of the bands that I absolutely love. So
that's all some
really
awesome
good
picks.
answers all the way around.
All right. Well,
Mel, are you
guys,
going to do your question?
Yes. Before we go, I'm going to hit you guys with the NYXUS question. Taryn Allen answered last year, but it always changes. You can always. I would love to have the occasion to sit down with a younger version of myself and encourage myself a little more to push younger, and if you guys would have a chance to sit down with a younger version of yourself, what would you tell yourself?
Jason and Russ first.
Oh,
Not
dear Lord.
everybody answer at once.
Buy Apple stock early.
Not deep at all.
Good
Just
one.
buy Apple stock.
Yeah.
I guess just push through it. Yeah. How young are we talking? Because I've got different chapters at this point.
Any age, like
Any age, yeah.
right now,
Most impactful age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess just push through it. It gets better.
That's legit there.
Yeah, like it gets better in your 30s.
Yeah, exactly.
It does.
And then,
And that's-
then when you hit your 50s, it starts.
I'm not there yet, so how would I wouldn't know. How is it, Alan?
Look, I am the wise old man now. Learn from this.
Well,
Gee.
So then, what would you say, Alan? Let us learn from Alan.
Now you're fucked now.
Wise sage, enlighten us.
Oh God. Kind of like, I have to. What Russ said. Just push through it. It's not going to last forever. Push through it. Work harder. Dig. Go for it. It's there. You got to take it.
Well, more than just that, if you are a young person, let's say you're watching this podcast and you're going through something traumatic, let's say I had a traumatic childhood and there were lots of points where I wanted to give up. And it's not really about pushing through. It's about finding your people or finding your muse or finding what gives you that light back. So if I could have found that light sooner, maybe I would have wasted a lot less time trying to fight my way back, trying to push through. And instead, I would be able to enjoy my life. So it's more about find your light, find your center, find that first, and don't focus on the negative as much, because there were points when I was going to completely give up. So less about pushing through, more about finding yourself again, really. So mainly I'm talking to other people, not necessarily myself, but I'm talking to other people, like if it's a band that you need to find, if it's music that you need to find, if it's lyrics, if it's art, those are things that can bring back the light inside of you. So find that.
That's some amazing advice.
It is.
Russ, Jason, Taryn, Alan, thank you so much for taking the invitation to come back on the show and sit down and talk with me. I will try to catch the next show. Absolutely, because we loved it. Amanda was rocking out. And
well, thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
He's on Alan's side of the century. I'd say prove them wrong, you can.
Yeah.
Gio, thank you for being here. Everybody else that was here, Storms Within, Mark, everybody that came in and said hello. Thank you for your support, guys. Make sure you follow these guys on all the streaming platforms, on all the social platforms. They're everywhere, guys. They're really everywhere.
I'd say one more thing is that there are two songs that are neck to neck right now, and that is Wrath. No, not Wrath. The Future and Done With You. They're both sitting about the same amount of streams. Pick one, push it forward because it needs to get over the 1,000 streams mark if you're on Spotify.
Yeah.
If you're not using Spotify, go to YouTube and look at Wrath and get that over the 3,000 mark. That's really what I want to look at. Or follow us in general on YouTube because that's great.
That's a little. You should post like a little challenge. You know what I mean? Like get your video to that. And Sarah, thank you again for being here.
And if you don't mind, can I interrupt for a second?
Go for it, Alan.
I was just going to say thank you for having us. Thank you to the fans that come out and support us, to the venues that allow us to come and play our show. And thank you to my bandmates for letting me have a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome.
Yep,
and now that Jason's starting to feel better, you and Jason and Russ, you guys need to start working because we need new music.
It's been a long.
She's calling you guys out on live. She's calling you guys out, man.
I'm sorry, I love you.
Don't forget the Vet Fest in May, and be with us next week as we talk with. God, I'm bad with names. See, Tracy from
Tracy Bird and Inferior Design.
Yes, well, next week is Tracy. Yes, Inferior Design is going to be on Saturday, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to post everything.
Amanda.
You're going to give us a sock, God. Well, Harry Potter now, man. You guys are getting me derailed. My head is spinning. I have to go eat. Guys, thank you for being here again.
Has given Dobby
Thank you.
Much love, guys. We'll catch you on the other episode next Friday. Bye, guys.
Have a good one.